Surviving the mentoring of pupils with reading problems in the new normal.
Globally, 6 out of 10 children and adolescents are not achieving minimum proficiency level in reading and mathematics.
In the Philippines, the same concern hounds schools. Many learners are struggling to meet the learning standards that the advocacy for reading is really inevitable. The Department of Education has been persistent over the years to implement various advocacy programs in reading. The sad reality stares us that struggling readers are everywhere, and as the COVID-19 pandemic continues to envelope people in distress and fear, many did not enroll, and many also from those who have enrolled are waiting for rescue as their desire to read and learn is felt. Education must continue. Teaching reading will continue. The DepEd cannot afford to lose the chance. It cannot allow non-readers to multiply. Teachers can and will survive the mentoring of pupils with reading problems in the new normal. The Project SMP, or Surviving the Mentoring of Pupils with Reading Problems in the New Normal of the Bolinao Integrated School, responds to the Division Memorandum 285 Series of 2020 regarding conduct of Reading Brigade for non-readers that aims to identify learners who are non-readers or non-decoders in English, align programs, projects, and activities to the assessed needs, implement the need-based interventions, and give awards to the best reading performers. The project is also anchored on DepEd Memorandum 173 Series of 2019 regarding Hamon, Bawat Bata Bumabasa, Freebies Initiative and SDO1 Pangasinan's Project DARE or Division Assessment for Reading Enhancement. 8,300 learners continue to believe in the academic integrity of the Bolinao Integrated School. True to its mantra, the Bolinao Integrated School remains faithful in its provision of educational services, wherein itself its hopes and dreams are high. How to mentor the pupils with reading problems in the new normal when restrictions are imposed by the IATF is an obvious concern. There have to be adjustments to be done as to the strategies in mentoring readers that face-to-face is still restricted. These adjustments are contained in the SMP project. It may appear trite to say that one of the silver linings that emerges from this current situation is that teachers do not only rebuild people's lives, but their hopes as well that through the Project SMP, teachers, parents, and learners are connected in a brigade, where the reading teachers are at the front line, where teachers transition from the old normal face-to-face to remote mode of delivery with a combination of face-to-face approach for those who are not possible to be reached online.
With due care and strict adherence
To the health safety protocols as set by the IATF, Project SMP believes that the reading movement necessitates sacrifice on the part of the reading teachers only to bring the hope among the learners that the acquirement of a reading skill will increase their chances to improve academically. Able to read and later to comprehend will spell greater mastery of the most essential competencies or MELCs.
Frog's lunch. One day, a frog sat on a lily pad, still as a rock. A fish swam by. "Hello, Mr. Frog. What are you waiting for?" "I am waiting for my lunch," said the frog. "Oh, good luck," said the fish and swam away. Then a duck waddled by. "Hello, Mr. Frog. What are you waiting for?" "I am waiting for my lunch," said the frog. "Oh, good luck," said the duck and waddled away. Then a bug came buzzing by. "Hello, Mr. Frog. What are you doing?" asked the bug. "I am having lunch," said the frog.
Here's Bolinao Integrated School happily bracing SDA1 Pangasinan Reading Brigade. And so the brigade continues, and today, my grade 8 learners will also take their turn. Let's all watch this. A woman of wealth. In the 19th century, there lived in Manila a very wealthy woman named Doña Margarita Rojas de Ayala.
With her wealth, she could have lived a peaceful life at home, where everything she wished was obeyed by her family. But she felt sorry for the low position of womanhood in her country.
Women lacked education, so she urged the authorities to establish a school for girls. She would donate the land, the school building, and help maintain the school financially.
Finally, sisters of a religious order arrived in Manila and accepted Donna Margarita's offer. The Colegio de la Concordia was thus established in 1868.
Since then, women have taken up teaching in other courses.
One afternoon, when all his classmates were in the gymnasium for their practicum, Juanito was caught stealing a cell phone by his advisor, Mr. Cabico. Mr. Cabico looked seriously at the skinny boy, wearing worn-out clothes and outmoded shoes. He decided not to bring him the guidance office nor inform his parents about his misconduct. "I'm sorry, sir. I promise not to do it again. Please don't bring me to the police station," Juanito pleaded. Mr. Cabico didn't interrogate the boy. However, he held him tightly in his forearm while they were heading toward his home near the school. "What do you want to eat?" asked Mr. Cabico. "I'm not hungry, just let me go," replied Juanito. Mr. Cabico entered his room and gave Juanito some of his t-shirts and jeans. Then, he showed their family picture. He told him that his parents died in an accident when he was 13 years old. He also recounted how he managed his time as a boy helper and working student until he became a teacher. Seeing an indication of enlightenment in the boy's eyes, Mr. Cabico allowed the boy to go home. "Take this and buy a new pair of shoes," said Mr. Cabico, handing in 1,000 pesos. "Thank you, sir," said Juanito as he shut the door and walked away with a grateful heart that he had met a man who changed him for food.
The coming of the cross. Early Filipinos were pagans. They threw idol and spirits. However, they believed that a chief and all-powerful God was prevalent. This god was called Bathala or Maykapal. Long before the coming of the Spaniards, the Arabs came to the Philippines and introduced Islam. This religion was already well established in Mindanao, Visayas, and in some parts of Luzon when the Spaniards came. Until now, Islam is the religion of the Muslims of Mindanao, and they still write in Arabics. With the coming of the Spaniards in the 16th century, the Filipinos became Christians. The first converts were Humabon, the Raja of Cebu, his family, and his court. Soon in all the places which the Spaniards occupied, Christianity flourished. All of Luzon, most of the Visayan Islands, and portions of Mindanao were Christianized. The Muslims of Mindanao refused to be conquered by the Spaniards, and they have remained Muslims up to this day.
I must not fear. Fear is the mind killer. Fear is the little death that brings total obliteration. I will face my fear. I will permit it to pass over me and through me. And when it has gone past, I will turn the inner eye to see its path. Where the fear has gone, there will be nothing. Only I will remain. A passage from the novel Dune by Frank Herbert.
I must not fear. Fear is the mind killer. Fear is a little death that brings obliteration. I will face my fear. I will permit it to pass over me and through me. And when it has gone past, I will turn the inner eye to see its path. Where the fear is gone, there will be nothing. Only I will remain.